There we go, baby. Here we are, first day back from the vacation. Uh, and we got a very special guest on tonight, man. Please, guys, introduce yourselves, and we'll go on.
I guess I'll start. I'm Tony Salerno. We are a singer, vocalist for Grave Next Door. And yeah, from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Up here we got Patrick Salerno. He's a drummer. Then over here is the main man, Tommy Stewart, Black Doomba Records, which is who we are signed to. And
Nice.
yeah, man, we fucking rock hard and we fucking do it. So
I'm Tommy, big supporter of Grave Next Door.
I'm becoming a fan the more and more I listen, man. I found you guys there on Spotify and shit, and then that was the easiest spot for me to find you. But let's just get this out of the way. Where do we find your music, man, so we can all check it out and shit? Where's the best places?
Well, you can find it on all major platforms, Pandora, Apple, Spotify, even Deezer in Europe.
Oh, nice.
We're pretty much everywhere. YouTube, Facebook.
Bandcamp and YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, YouTube, I love. You guys have some videos and shit up on YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They have some excellent videos. I can vouch for that. I'm a big fan of the videos they do. They go the extra mile. None of this lyric video business. They go, they act them out. There's intros. They're like mini movies. They're 8, 9, 10 minutes long with like stories and stuff.
Oh man, I can't wait to check that out.
Yeah, those are on Black Doomba Records YouTube channel.
Yeah, what I'll do after the show, I normally upload all your links up in the title, have your name, tag you all in and stuff, right?
And yeah. Bandcamp too. That's where they can find our music as well.
Yeah. Bandcamp's doing pretty good, especially here in Canada.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was thinking Bandcamp is one that's pretty good for finding music and supporting the artists and stuff, right? So,
yeah, they're on there.
Yeah. So, Michigan, you guys are right across the border, man.
Yeah.
Not far at all, right?
We're a bridge or a boat ride away.
Yeah. How's the scene doing down there? I know I just got to my first show of the year there with the Oshawa Metal Fest. They had a little 2-day fucking day at the Atrium, I think it's called. Atria. Yeah, that's it. But what's the scene like? You guys opening up now? You guys doing your shows and shit, or like it's still all fucky?
Oh no, everything's open here. I mean, there's festivals, all the venues have shows. You know, so there's really no restrictions. But the venue owners are complaining that, especially for the metal crowd, they're the last to return, and they haven't returned to full strength. And I hear that from every venue owner in the country.
Yeah, it's 100% definitely like that here too, man. So it's been hard to cope with, man. That was like my therapy, you know, going to see these shows and supporting these bands, and buying the merch. Like we actually did good this time. I got quite a few T-shirts from the fucking venue, a bunch of pics. We got some stickers, I think, a bunch of autographs.
I got some buttons.
Yeah. When's your guys'? You guys have any shows planned? You guys have a lineup and stuff coming up, or?
yeah, I know coming up soon we'll be going to Wisconsin playing. So that's coming up in the summer.
We have a show. We have a show here June 13th over in Saginaw, Michigan, and we're going to be with a band out of Flint, Michigan called Clean. And then another band, I'm not sure if they're out of Florida or not. They're called Modern something. God, I wish I knew their name.
Oh, man.
They're big.
Steve even remembers why we're doing this.
Yeah, I am. I'm going
to
look,
come to you.
Yeah, you know, it's so we're pretty excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we're not really concentrating on doing a bunch of shows. And the reason is because we're working on getting all our material for our next album that we're going to be recording down at Blue Ogre Noise Lab, which is Tommy's studio which is attached to the record label down in Atlanta. So we're more concentrating on that right now than going out and booking and playing all over right now. And
Yeah.
we're currently
we're
booking our fall
crafting.
and winter tour. So that's in the process.
I am real pumped up about having them into the studio because I just can't wait. Well, I've actually heard some of the stuff, heard some of the practice clips and all that they've been doing. So I've heard some of the material, and I just can't wait to get them in there. I know exactly how to record them. I'm chomping at the bit to do it.
See, I'm excited about this one because the Tommy doing it, you know, he's actually excited about doing this. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's going to be really, I'm real excited to do it. I can't wait. But, you know, like Pat said, you know, right now we're just focusing on trying to come up with, you know, like some really good music and everything. And it's kind of, when you start playing shows left and right, it's kind of hardest. You know what I mean? Like,
when you get no time for nothing, like when you're on tour per se, like you're promoting that album for however long the tour is, and then you got to take a whole other year to write, and then
when they're touring also. So it's not just the days you're playing; it's the day before. You got to spend the whole day getting there, and then the day after, and then you got to spend time in rehearsing your set, and on those. You're still not making your album the whole time you're doing all that. That's just another day. That's the problem. My own band, we had to do the same thing. We actually finally just said, okay, we're not playing shows unless it's a special event. We're just not playing anymore. We have to do our album. And we can shut down.
Yeah, but then again, it is possible to write a song on the road. You know, I had a little tiny amp with me, and I wrote our song Witch Head. You know, I came up with that whole gist on the road during the COVID tour. So I bought myself an acoustic, you know, a knock around bang so I can ride on the road. So I can squeeze some fucking progress in there, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of a skill to sit in the hotel room or just take your guitar. If you got an acoustic, or whatever you got, just take it outside to the playground and where the kids are and sit there.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's my messed up nursery rhymes, kids. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Have you seen the little? Gosh, I can't remember it, but it's a little thing you can plug into your. It's a little thing you can plug into your guitar, and you wear earphones. And it's got like a little reverb on it and everything, and it's just a little bitty thing. They're like $30. I just got one.
Oh,
well, you can walk down the street jamming.
Well,
right?
You're the only one who can hear you, so you can sit in the hotel room with the other dudes, and you can hear yourself, you know, with distortion and reverb and whatever you want on there, just like you're playing. But all everybody hears is kaplunk, kaplunk, kaplunk.
And hear the clang, clang, right?
I just got one, Tony. When I get home, I forgot the name of it, but anyway, it was a pretty cool thing. It was about $30.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, you can use it to practice in the hotel too.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Is like I could take that on trips with me, or take it any trip with me.
Yeah, right.
Take it to work, sit in the car and play.
I mean, I mean, the more you practice before a show, man, the better you just sound. You know, like squeezing that extra time in there would really be good.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, having that stage presence is very important. Like you said, you could put out the greatest album ever, but never practice it when you go live. It sounds like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be on your shit. Yeah.
Hey, Tony, in your process before you go on stage, I'm just curious. Do you have a warm up that you do before you go on stage, or
yes,
what do you do?
I sit backstage and I sit with my guitar and I run. I do my finger warm up scales, and then I just do the pentatonic scales and then some other ones. And while I'm doing that, I actually sing along with it. You know, Brendan,
that's real good to do. Yeah,
Brendan, his girlfriend, she's had some vocal training, so she's worked with me a couple times, and she gave me some stuff to sing. You know, works on like your breath and everything. So I sit back there. You know, and probably like 20 minutes. I don't want to blow my voice out, you know, but so I do a finger and vocal warm up, you know, so I go up there nice and ready. And ever since I've been doing that, I feel like my playing and performance has just kind of gotten better with each time I do it, you know, like. So practicing doing those scales and just doing those little vocal warm-ups, no matter how stupid they sound.
Oh, they sound
they're-
stupid. I do them
Oh,
too.
it's like
So,
swinging
before I
from a
go on, I do the
chandelier
same
and keep your
thing.
trash out of my backyard. I don't know. It's just
You'll
Yeah.
generally
like
see
dumb
me
songs you
disappear.
sing. But
I
yeah,
generally
it's
disappear
worth
about
it.
20
Pays
minutes
off.
before my stage time. I spend about 10 minutes in the car doing those silly vocal warm-ups. And then I spend about 10 minutes not talking to nobody, not looking at nothing. I go on my little device and bring up like a cartoon or something. I completely dismiss what I'm doing for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I go back on the stage and I rev up to being the thing I am on stage. But I do spend about, like I said, I spend about 5 minutes just not even thinking about it. I don't know why that helps me to just kind of, I guess it loosens me up to just not be there for a few minutes. I do. I can watch Looney Tunes and stuff before I go on stage.
I couldn't do that. I'd start laughing on stage. It would stick in my head.
Yeah. You know that, I'll be watching a cartoon about the Red Hot Riding Hood 5 minutes before I walk up stage. It's just silly as shit. That's me though. That's my thing. Hey Patrick, what do you do right before you walk on stage? Sell merch?
I stretch out. I do some light yoga, and
I've seen you do that. That's true.
yep, I stretch out, and then what I do is I make sure my wrists and my arms, especially my wrists and my arms, my legs and my back are all limber. And I noticed that we have a way better shows ever since I do that.
Yeah.
I get warmed up.
I think I told you that my theory on stage is that the drummer is the conductor. That everybody should sort of conform to him. Like if he's
on
doing
stage,
something
I always
with
told
him.
the sound guy I need to hear the drummer. I need to hear that kick. You know,
You
like
need to hear
that
the kick.
kick is the most important thing.
I always want to hear the snare. That's my thing.
The snare, true.
I just want to hear the bap 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 to know
That's
where
always
I am.
loud to me. No matter what, that's always loud. To
Yeah,
me.
that's something I can always pick out, is that snare all the time. But it's that kick you sometimes lose amongst the bass and the guitar and shit for me.
I just need I never have any problem hearing the snare in our band either. But that's all I want to hear is the snare, and basically the snare and the vocals is all I want to hear.
Yeah,
I can
like,
hear the rest of
you gotta kind of get used to not really hearing, because like when we played Tennessee Devastation, Metal Devastation, it was like we're out there, but like you got to think when you're in like a little room, you got all that sound bouncing back at you, and then when you go up on that big stage, it just goes. It doesn't come down.
That was a
So
huge.
you can't hear it, and I've heard from
That stage
experienced
was-
people, when you play these big outside festivals, you ain't going to hear yourself that well.
Yeah, when it's like 30 feet deep and 45 feet across, the bigger the stage is, the less you can hear well. It's all about monitors at that point. Like at our level, the bigger the stage like that, something like that. Yeah,
but
it's
like,
it won't sound normal to us.
But the main thing is I could hear Pat drumming. Like I could hear his drumming, and now I knew I was good. I wasn't.
Yeah,
really,
as long as you can hear where he is. I'm like, I don't even on my side playing bass. Like I don't even care if I'm hearing the guitarist over there. I know my part, and if I can hear what time it is, then I can play.
If you know that initial,
that guy's doing.
Yeah, like that initial root beat. You know what I mean? That initial like. Once
You
hear
want to
that
feel
shit, you're good.
Like you were talking about a minute, you want to feel it. Like Pat was talking about, he wants to be loosened up and he wants to be in the groove and he wants to feel it.
Oh yeah.
He wants to be in.
Well, stretching is huge though. Like you figure you're staying there, your equipment, you've got to move. You can't just stand there and play your guitar. You got to be kicking the leg, whipping your head around.
Man, I sweat so much. I move around so much. I gotta come up with some little sweat protectors for my pickups. I think I'm going to invent something like that, because I think I need new ones. I might
little waterproof cover.
Yeah, I might have sweated them out though, but
yeah, that's crazy.
Just wear your wristbands.
I do. It still goes. It goes down my shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going through all that.
Well, you thought with those lights and everything, shining up on you. Plus,
and just the energy of being on stage itself. Like, just
when
like
you
you're
look
giving
down,
it all. Like you're like, you're fucking into it, you know. So your heart's going, like everything about you is just like more, you know.
Yeah, 100%. It's like getting on the court playing basketball or football or something. You know, you get hyped
Right.
up, you get going, right? No
Gotta
different,
fucking go.
but a lot more
Usually,
energy. I don't
sometimes I'll
know.
take a shot at Jack. If I'm feeling too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll help out sometimes, but I tend to
Once in a
don't like
while.
to drink when I play, you know. I
Yeah.
think I did one show, and I don't think I want to do it again. You know, like I have more fun
Yeah.
playing sober. Like, that's for sure.
You remember more, you know. It's a better
Yeah,
time.
I just feel it more, you know. I'd rather be there
Mhm.
playing.
What are some of the ultimate goals for, say, like the dream fucking show, man? Where would you guys like?
The what?
Where would it be? The dream show. Where would you guys, if you had your choice to put a show on anywhere, man? Where the fuck? Where would it be?
Mine is
Anywhere, like
ridiculous.
anywhere. I gotta hear it, man.
I'd say like Madison Square Garden. You know.
Yeah. Bring it back and fucking right.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, so I'm a Jaguars fan. And my goal, my dream would be to play the Super Bowl when they win. The Super Bowl that they win.
Right, that would be awesome, right?
Like, I can't help it. I think about it.
Yeah.
But my dream is to open. My dream is for us to open the Black Flag, and we have someone actually working on that right now.
Oh wow, man!
For their Flint show on August 23rd. So I have someone doing that. I mean, it's a long shot, but we would love to do that.
Yeah. Hey, you got to roll the dice. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to reach out and try and set it up, right?
If you throw enough spaghetti at the refrigerator, some of it's going to stick. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, you know, oh, by the way, that band we're playing with in Saginaw, June 13th is called Modern Mime.
Modern Mime.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew you would come across it. Modern Mime.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know, one thing you mentioned about, you know, you want to be able to sound good is like what we did with these songs is like if we could write our album again. Of course, I'm sure every band says that, but we've played over 100 gigs. We've gone on like 2 or 3 national tours since we wrote our album, recorded Sanctified Heathen, which is a good album. It was kept very raw. It was produced by a guy who did the production manager of Joan Jett back in the 90s, Richie Decker.
No.
And he kept everything pretty raw. And, you know, he said that people are going to love it or hate it. And the critics, some people love the rawness, and some of the critics didn't like it, you know, because it wasn't overproduced is nothing that this album would ever be accused of doing, you know. And, but we've played these songs. When you play them at over 150 shows, the songs morph into themselves, and they take a creative life, and they're much sharper. Like, even though the album is good, it's nothing compared to our live, you know. So
you add stuff when you're live, you like, you know, and it's like, oh shit, that sounds so much better. Or wow,
guys,
right?
I'm sorry. I'll be back. I'll be back within like a minute. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be back within a minute. I got to get something.
No rush. I'll jump you backstage and keep an eye for you, man.
All right. I'll be right back. Hold on.
So there's these little nuances that you add over time to the songs, you know? And so this is what, rather than make a raw album this time, and that's why we picked Tommy to be our producer. So we've been working on some of these songs for over a year that are for the next album. And the good thing is that whenever we do something or we change something, we're already feeding it into Tommy as our producer. So he's kind of like the 4th member of the band, the silent member. So he can already be thinking on what he wants to do from producer and an engineering mindset. And we didn't have that luxury with it. And then here's a guy that his band, Tommy Stewart's Direwolf, has also toured with us on 4 of these national tours. So he knows every aspect of Grave Next Door.
Yeah.
And
We're not going to.
the last album. So he's able to say it's going to give him much more to work with than some guy coming in cold, the week of recording and being like, okay, because now he's going to have a lot more ideas for us on where he wants to go as well and as far as direction. And that's
already know
what I'm really excited about.
I already know exactly how to mic your drum set. It was very helpful that Dennis, that my drummer, actually has the same setup as you do, more or less. And I was able, so we're recording our album right now. So I'm basically able to test run all my spacing and my input levels on him, leave them there, and then just run him out and run you in and just lower the mics right where they are. I've measured them.
Yeah.
Laser beam. Yeah. Dennis walks in and sees me doing it. He goes, dude, what do you mean laser beam? I go, yeah. I'm very particular about exactly where the mics are, but it also depends how the person plays, where you set everything. But anyway, I'm very familiar with Patrick's drums and the whole band and how they sound, and I can't wait. We're not going to polish them to death either, because that's not what they do.
Yeah.
They want to sound very. I wouldn't say. So we need to take it to the next level from the last album. Like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, let's polish it a little bit, but let's just make it better, but still have that spontaneous Grave Next Door feel. Like this is the first. Try to get first vocal takes, if we can. And I think some of the first takes will be the better ones.
Yeah,
I think
their voice is more warmed up.
I hope the first takes are really good.
I think that we're a live band. You know what I mean? Like that's where our strengths are. So we're hoping that Tommy and his studio can catch that vibe on the tape.
That raw sound. It's not polished
Correct.
and remastered 6 times, and they just added sounds in and shit, right?
And
like so now you got all this background. Yeah, like I love that raw music though.
The mix will be a little more even, and
yeah,
like I said, it'll be a little more polished, but I won't go overboard with it. I mean, it depends on the artist. I mean, if you heard my band, you would go, holy crap, you don't want to get that kind of produce. You listen to that stuff. It's reverb. I'm a reverb monster on my albums, but that's just because I'm playing them. But that's my albums. I can do any kind of dumb crap I want on my.
Yeah, right. No doubt, right.
I take into consideration what the other band's about. I've produced other albums that were not anything remotely like mine, and you would hardly tell it was the same guy that recorded it. But that's because I know what the band's about.
Yeah, you spent that time with them on the road. Like, you really learn a lot about people when you fucking tour with them and live on the road. Now, you guys, fortunate being the brothers with the band there, like, I guess your brother's working on the truck, eh?
That's an interesting dynamic I've seen live while we were on the road is the two brothers, because they might get a little terse with each other sometimes. They're brothers.
Yeah, of course.
They're fucking Gomez, man.
Yeah, I can.
They act like brothers, The rest of us will stand around and go, man.
But like when it's all said and done, like
things out.
The touring though, like
what's going on.
Do you love being on the road? So like with the second album, what is it when it does come out here in the next little while? Will you guys be planning on a big tour, or are you going to take a few months, let it get out there, get your set, and then?
I hate being at home. I hate being.
These guys are
I hear that.
I'll step out of your conversation for that. I can attest. These guys are road hogs. They stay on the road. He's downplaying it. Just saying we've done 1 or 2 national tours. Look, it's kind of a constant national tour with them.
Yeah.
They'll go to just recently they came almost to where I am. They went from just to play a benefit show for someone in Baltimore. They they went all the way from Grand Rapids down to Baltimore, played a show, and went back just to help out a promoter that they've done a couple other things with, and they do stuff like that. They went all the way to Texas just to record their song, their video as heavy as Texas, so it could feel like Texas.
Yeah, we keep
Now,
it
who does
real.
that? Who went to Texas
We've
just
blown
to
up.
feel like Texas?
We've blown up 2
Right.
vans in 3 years.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
We kill a vehicle. There's like the road is our default, and that's what we did with this band. Is we let the road shape the music. We let it shape
Mhm.
us as musicians. You know, and look, I don't judge anybody's style, but we don't make this music in our basement and then just do it for our friends. We want to share it with everybody on the road.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like we're just a band
A
that
lot of
moves
us,
out.
yeah, have that passion and they're happy just playing the bar scene in their local little neighborhood or a half an hour away or something, right? But it's
Yeah.
having that drive, because the road, I've lived on the road so much. I don't know anything else anymore. Like, I don't know what to do when I'm at home. It's like 2 days at home, I'm ready to go. Let's go. We're leaving. Boom, gotta go.
So you're
It's,
very
it's
familiar.
pretty hard to adjust back to home life when you get back from tour.
Yeah,
I'm on
yeah.
like a
It's,
constant
That's
like
true.
I'm constantly like uppity, like I
mhm.
can't sit. Like this is like
No.
Yeah.
unless I'm in a van.
Do you see the room he's in? That's actually his house. He set it up like a hotel room.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so used to living in a hotel.
Yeah.
I gotta change my stuff around and be a hotel room.
If you
Just
And
so
if
I'm
you're really
comfortable and I'm sane.
are you
Yeah.
authentic enough to say you set up next to a Love's truck stop? Because that would complete the. Oh no!
Damn it.
Really?
I screwed up.
A Cracker
Yeah.
Barrel and a Love's next door, and you would be. That's the road.
You know, Love's
Yeah.
other
I
than
didn't think
Bucky's
about that.
in Texas, Love's is my favorite truck stop.
Oh yeah,
Was.
they seem to be more south, and they're not as much up north. I don't think.
No, we got Love's up here.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah.
I see them pretty much everywhere. Love's, Pilot, and the other one we stop at sometimes. But yeah, Love and Pilot mostly is where we stop.
Bucky's is like Disneyland for bands.
That's,
You
hey
know,
man,
Bucky's,
tip for the
that
guys
place
on the
is
road.
crazy.
When you're on the U.S. tour, go to Bucky's, baby.
Let me tell you something. We tour so much that when we went to Bucky's this fall, because we did a show in Texas at Austin, they had a Christmas blow-up ornament for like 6-foot tall beaver. You know, their mascot.
Yeah.
I bought it and put it in my yard.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
That's dedication, man.
Right?
Yeah, man. I was gonna suggest. I almost bought a Love's T-shirt on the last trip we were on with y'all. I came real close, but I mean, it kind of looks stupid. They're like red on yellow or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but I'm here so much. It's like I should have an endorsement of their coffee or something.
Right? You should reach out to them. Hey, man, we live here. We're banned on the road. Like, give us discounts. Go in with a gold card. Cost you $10
Yeah.
for whatever you want.
I want the Come and Go T-shirt.
There you go.
Come and Go with a K. You ever
We
see those?
just got one on Alpine. Shit. We just built one on
That's funny,
Alpine.
well. Oh, speaking of like shirts, you guys have merch?
Do we
CDs?
have merch?
Yes, man. Let's hear
More
about
T-shirts
this.
and music.
Yeah,
That's
We
awesome.
have T-shirts for songs.
they're a merch
Yeah.
company that makes music.
Yeah.
It's all on
Yeah,
Bandcamp.
You can go to Bandcamp, Grave Next Door, and we have merch. I reduced the price. Every shirt is $15 right now.
Right on. I'll put the link
To
up.
get ready to tour, and bring in new stuff. So it's a good time for people to order shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. We'll get the link up. That'll be the first link after I tag you guys. And then we'll make sure they know where to go. What have I got on today? I got an FX May Vary shirt, a local band not far from here, man. Charlotte and them.
All right.
Yeah.
Support the local bands, man.
Yeah. Midland, yeah. And then this one's a dirtbag fucking sweater. So I don't know. I think that's a clothing line down there in the U.S., right? They may, or
I think so.
yeah, yeah. They got a nice sweater too, man. They're all right. They support local bands and shit too, apparently, for what I read and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys got merch. Definitely, we'll put that link up. And then you guys have a website then and all that shit, or we're like a one-stop shopping kind of thing.
All our stuff is on Bandcamp, and you can get our music on Bandcamp as well as
Yeah,
our merch.
perfect.
And our music is also available on blackdoombarecords.com
Nice.
or Black Doomba Records Bandcamp. So you can either get the music from us or you can get it from the label. Same place, it doesn't matter. But
Perfect,
they don't have our merch. We do.
No.
Yeah, you guys have the merch? All right. I'll get all those links after the show. Shoot them over me in an email, man, and I'll make sure they're all up in the title for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're praying. We are trying to get as many shows locally in Michigan, and that's an important strategy. And the reason why is because we also want to play the shit out of these songs that we have before we go and record them. Because it's like they have to be, the songs have to be crowd tested, right, Anthony? You got to test crowd
songs. Approved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the band we just seen that has nothing, but they have a stage show? We just seen them on the weekend here. Oh, Seagrave. They're a band. I reached out to them. Well, we caught them after the show there, and I was like, "Hey, man, you gotta come." They're like, "We don't have a CD. We don't have anything. We just have the show." Like, it's like, oh, they're like, they're still working on getting the CD or at least a single release. But like you said, they're crowd testing their songs in that sense, right? Like,
yeah, that's the best way to know.
That's exactly what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because believe me, it'll shock you. Sometimes you think, oh, I don't know if this part of the song is that good, or if there's any, I play it or we play it and I get such a good reaction. It's like, okay. So, like, crowd playing is definitely like, and things you think that were really good, you play and you're like, okay, maybe it wasn't like.
Yeah, the crowd didn't quite love it as much as I did, you know.
Yeah, but you got to play it multiple times, because just because you play one song good this night, the crowd loves it. Doesn't mean the next show the crowd may like a different song and hate the one they liked before, you know, because it's a different venue, different crowd. Different feel, even just different night, you know, you're more playing the song better than the last, you know, like, so it all varies. So you definitely
it can even matter where you are, like what part of the country, like something that might go over real well, you know, maybe in Michigan might not go over well in the North Carolina, South Carolina. They got their own style there that is, I mean, they're friendly there and they like all kind of metal, but they do have a style there that's different. So like if you go, or New York, they kind of have their own kind of styles going. And sometimes it depends on where you are, whether they take to you, you know.
It's almost like every state has its own accent with the way people talk and stuff. It almost comes out in the music.
Yeah, I play
right? Whether it is metal.
I know kids like that. I know kids like that. We played at a scene that was where it was Hubbard at the Civic Center, and people would bring their kids, and there was all these kids there that were like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. While we were playing, they began running in a circle like a pit, and they're all like 4th graders. It was hilarious. It was awesome. You weren't there for that circle pit. You didn't see that, did you?
No, we weren't there on that leg.
Oh man, but we have seen people dance to your music.
Yeah, we've got a phenomenon that happens. We're metal, but we're the ones that they want to dance to, especially the younger crowd. You know? And I'm going to tell you, when I see the younger crowd dancing, and I'm talking like 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and they're going nuts. And when I do that, man, it's just like, it's such an endorphin rush. And I'm behind that kit, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll hit harder, I'll make it funkier, whatever they want. And it's just a good feeling, you know.
Oh yeah, you feed off the crowd in that sense.
Yeah, you feed off that crowd, and that's another thing. Sometimes, like, you can get used to feeding off the crowd and relying that on your stage energy. And then you play a venue where no one's there or people aren't really into it as much. And it's like, you got to, like, kind of fucking get back to yourself, you know, and try to, like, bring back that energy yourself instead of relying on the crowd, because they're not always going to give that to you.
Yeah.
You know? But when you get it, it's like, fuck yeah.
Oh, energized times 10, right?
Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah.
If there's one person in that crowd and you're just playing to one person, our goal is to make that head nod, get them moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we played a show and only one person showed up to the venue to watch, and that person was wearing a Grave Next Door shirt.
Oh, that's
just like that was like we fucking played as hard as.
And that person was like, that will be a show that person remembers forever too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Personal show.
We played, he was Madison Square Garden. He was Madison Square Garden to us, you know.
Yeah,
like,
later they might try to tell people about it. And they won't even. They'll say no way, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to something like that? I've been to a couple where when Slayer first started, the first time they came to the South, they came to a venue in South Carolina called Striker. They had a couple of pool tables. We're the guys. My band was Hallows Eve, and it was the 5 of us at the moment. It was before our album had come out. It was the 5 of us and 3 of our girlfriends. We drove all the way to South Carolina. We were the only people there that had our own private Slayer show.
That's pretty sweet, man.
To this day, I look back and I tell people about it. I go, yeah, I'm not even sure you're gonna believe me telling you this, but that's what happened. They were there and we were there. It was just us.
That's sick.
In a very small club.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I'll never forget that. But there's some pretty cool shows like that. So that might be what happens to you guys. Maybe you'll get a lot bigger, and that guy will say, "I was there, man."
You're like, "No, you weren't." Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's why I keep all my concert tickets. I try to get the set list. It's very important to me. Get it signed afterwards. You know what I mean? I love that little piece of history, right?
I'll know.
Why is it hard for American bands to go play in Canada?
Technically, no. It depends on how. If you just want to come up and not like bring all, you just bring your cymbals, and we supply a kit for you or something. It's a lot easier to get in because you got to watch. You got to pay taxes on any merch and shit you bring in. It's a fucking bit of a hassle. I'm finding all the bands that I'm working with on that side want me to bring the bands over to them. And then now I'm trying to get like Canadian bands down and shit. Fuck that. Last year worked out pretty good. I think this year we have it worked out for October. We're ready to go for that. But like, it's a bit of a bitch to get all the equipment nonchalantly over without having to get a work visa, because they're all about you're making money now. You owe us money. It's like, that's extortion, man.
Let me
just trying to go play a concert.
What would it take to get Grave Next Door over to Canada? I mean, would you have backline gear and we could just bring our stuff? Yeah,
we would hit the big fucking rental guitar place that's all over on like Ontario and shit. And then I have a lot of gear myself, and then like if we went to Sudbury, I would have another band that's already all set up, ready to go. Our stage in June and July and August or whatever the fuck. It's two shows this year there. We have like the drum kits and most of the amps, but we recommend get talking to all the bands and figure out who's bringing what, and then kind of all work together for the weekend, right?
Dude, let's set something up.
Yeah, I'm working on getting the big heavy metal venue now. The guy that's letting me do the shows here, he's now interested in letting me bring my own brand of music and the bands I want to play, because now that I've showed I can get all these other bands, man, come on. Give me one metal show and one punk show a year, brother, and I'll do the other 4 for you, right? We'll call it even, right?
Well,
so we're working on some bigger shit this year for sure, man. So
would it be an idea you might have to bring a little less merch, but to actually ship the merch to the venue and pick it up when you get there, rather than take it through the border and be taxed on sales?
Yeah, I've thought about that. I haven't looked into it just
What
yet.
that
That's
cost you?
another thing we're looking into as well right now. I'm trying to make it easiest for everybody, right? Like it's such a fucking hassle sometimes, especially when you
Mhm.
go say Europe and that too, right?
Oh, same.
Buddies of ours, Last Dance Amongst Wolves are going over. They're finally getting their European tour because of all COVID's all over and shit. They can finally go, right? What a hassle that was, but at least they're all set up. They got all their passports for us in October because they're playing with Thy Enemy, Kingdom of Nightmare. We have Dead Velvet on the bill this year and Last Dance Amongst Wolves. So that's going to be sick. And that's up in Maine. So that's right up by you guys as well. So
Come on down.
Yeah. What we
I don't
did
know.
for
We'll
Europe.
figure. We got to talk though, 100%.
Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
Hollywood's email. You have my email now.
Yep.
We'll definitely send you over the info once we have it locked in. That we got to have a meeting with this guy here soon. I'll be able to say everything publicly. It's kind of hard to talk about something without talking about it, right? But we'll be releasing it all public probably by the end of the summer here, right? So,
Hey,
but
let me show
yeah,
you
man,
something
yeah, that
real
would be
quick.
sick.
By the
We
way,
could definitely get you up in Quebec.
I
Oh,
have an order. I'm getting a couple orders. I'm getting ready to ship out right now. But this is our album. I know you can't see it too well. My
that's on
lighting.
vinyl, eh?
I'm just redoing my office, so that's why the walls are bare.
Oh yeah, it's all
This
good.
is it. This is Sanctified Heathen right here.
That's
And
the album cover. Yeah.
yeah, and
Now
then
the artwork. Did you guys do the artwork, or any of you guys the artists,
no,
or?
this is by William Jennings, a guy out of Ohio from a band called. He's a really great artist. And then check out this vinyl.
He's in a band called Ghost Hello.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we'll have to check them out too.
Yeah, great
So
band.
did you guys give them an idea, or did you just kind of let them run with the name,
I
or
gave him an idea.
yeah?
Yeah, I was kind of looking for a 1960s type.
I was gonna say, right? You got the older TV, the hippie fucking
Yep,
picture
strung
almost,
out
right?
girls. I was kind of looking for a
Yeah.
Raymond Pettibon, like the guy that does
mm-hmm.
the Black Flag type things. And then check out this vinyl. Oh, look
Oh
at that.
wow,
Is that delicious or what?
that's pretty
180
wild, my
gram
friend.
audiophile quality, black and green. That's a green, but black and
Wow.
green with the purple, Grave Next Door purple.
180 grams.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wait till the next. The next one, I'm probably going to be able to do 3 different ones.
Nice, eh?
I hope to have
That's pretty.
180
I
grams.
love that that's coming back, right?
And then yeah, so like we try to make this the most complete package for our fans because we love them so much. We threw in this poster. We have a few left. This is the other artwork we have going on. This is the artwork we did for our song Witch Head. And
I
Witch
know, I
Head is
love
the
that.
one video. It's like a short movie. And my brother wrote most of the song. And it's really fucking cool. But
yeah, I
this
wrote.
was the second one. The first design we did, our PR company didn't approve it. It was Charles Manson holding a head, but we have that on a T-shirt too. So we got that, and when you order the album, you also get like a felt. You get a patch and like a Grave Next Door embroidered patch, and then you get a felt turntable slip mat. So we try to make sure that we take care of our fans because this is who we do that for. Check out this bad boy.
Absolutely.
This is our
wow.
logo. And
So when you get the
awesome.
album, which costs the same as any album, you get a poster, you get the patch, you get the slip mat, and it's 180 gram 3-color vinyl design. I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a purple too, eh? That's nice.
Yeah,
that's
with
their
the little bird.
branding.
That's
Then,
good, man.
of course, you need a sticker,
Oh yeah, the stickers.
So
everything's purple.
We try to take care of the people that support us the best we can. I think that I think it's a good value for only $24.
Oh yeah, man. Even with the exchange, that's still a fantastic deal.
I gotta say real quick, my phone might die on me. I left my
Yeah.
charger at home.
I was gonna say a good buddy just dropped in and stuff, and we're getting close to the hour.
Yeah,
Might
so
as well shut her down. So
I'm at 3%, so any second I'm gonna fade out.
all right. Any last words, just in case?
iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for having us on. And,
of course, man.
And I'd like to say that go to Grave Next Door Bandcamp and go check out our videos. Go to Black Doomba Records.
Yeah.
We've got some great label mates on our band. Grave Huffer has an album that's phenomenal. A brand new album. What's the name of it?
Depart from So Much Evil, and it's based on Dante's Inferno.
Oh,
there's a
nice.
22-minute epic song based on Dante's Inferno.
And I'd also like to say that we would love to come to Canada and play for you and your crowd, man. Let's make that happen.
We're working on some new venues that are going to be permanent for us, I think. So we'll be definitely talking behind the stage and stuff and figuring something out and getting you up here. And if not, we can get you up in Maine next year, 100%. You know, so that's a great show. We do that on Halloween, so we always do a big theme. This year we're doing the 70s.
Oh, we would be perfect for that.
Right? I'll talk to the boys. I'll talk to the boys and see if we have enough room. But if not, you guys are invited just to come up and party, check out the scene, meet all the guys that host the show and stuff, right? And
yeah.
You don't have to change anything to be like the 70s. You got Vista lights for drums.
Yeah.
He's got the John Bonham drums already.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Well, thank you very much, Bones in Hollywood. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, guys, and we'll definitely be in touch. And you, man, we'll have you back on with your band. We'll get you guys on and do a whole other thing, you know? Yeah. Well, be in touch, brother, and send me the links through the email there real quick, and I'll make sure they go up in the title.
I'm going to do it right now, Bones.
Awesome, man. Appreciate the guys. I know I just come across your music, so you're a new band to me, so I'm soaking in all the music as I'm going. But you guys are definitely all over my playlist now, right? And that vinyl, I'll have to talk to Hollywood, the financer. We might just get a vinyl off you guys here in the next day or two.
All right.
But you guys play it loud and play it proud, man. Fucking, we'll catch you at 10 o'clock. We have a band out just not far from you guys, Aztecs, they're called.
Are you going to share this on Facebook so I can put it all over?
Yep. Yeah, it's 100% already there. We're live right now, so
okay, cool.
It's on there. It's also on the YouTube and shit, but Facebook is our main platform. A lot of people come here more than anywhere else.
Okay,
so.
Great. That's
yeah,
awesome.
But I'll send you the link to this actual specific show over during the email. And I see his phone just died, so. Yep. But you guys have a great night, man, and I'll be seeing you soon, regardless, because you are just a hop and a skip for me to come down and check out one of the shows too. So
yeah, come on over to Saginaw.
Yeah, we'll do another little road trip.
June 13th, Hamilton Street Pub in Saginaw.
Oh, I'm flying to BC June 15th. That'd be cutting it close. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We'll work something out. Cool. All right, guys. Play loud, play proud, and we'll see you guys soon.
You got it.